all information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace. Supreme Master Ching Hai presents the major factors associated with global warming, and more importantly, its root cause, the livestock industry.
The smartest way would be to stop the worsening of global warming by being vegan. It sounds very simple, but it is the best solution, the most effective, and the effect of it will be felt almost immediately.
A must-have for you and your friends. From Crisis to Peace book. Free to download at crisis2peace.org.
By turning to the virtuous, compassionate diet of vegan alone, they would generate such a positive, constructive energy. This new loving power could even stop the effects of climate change in their vulnerable lands and open up people's innovative thoughts to solve all manner of economical, social, and technological problems. And every country, whether developed or developing, will flourish in ways beyond our imagination. I promise, it is true.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of the centres near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Өгөөмөр үзэгчдээ халуун минь төргий. Намайг уран чимэг гэдэг гайхамшигт Монгол орны Дорногов аймгаас мэдчилж байна. Монгол улсын Төв Азийн цээжинд орших хурдастай хөгжиж буй нүүдэлчин суурин иргэншил хосолсон улс юм. Эрдэнэ түүхийн бичээс Монгол гэдэг нэрийг 3 голын улс хэмээн тайлбарласан байдаг. Энэхүү үзэсгэлэнт нутгийн зарчимтай ард түмэн нутаг орон байгаль орчноо өнөө хүртэлх хүндэн дээдлж онгон дагшнаар нь хадгалж хамгаалсаар иржээ. Монгол улс нь говийн баавгай мазаалай, тахь, хулан гэх мэт нэн ховордсон амьтдыг жинхэнэ байгаль дээрээс нь харах боломжтой цөөн хэдэн орны нэг юм. Энэхүү онгон дагшин байгалийн цасан цагаан өвөл, өтгөн ногоон зун, хайр дүүрэн хавар, өн галгалсан намар татагдан зорж ирэх жуучдын тоо жилээс жил нэмэгдсээр байна. Нүүдэлчин соёл уламжлалаас үүссэн уяндаг сайхан урдын дуу, хөөми, морин хуур, үндэсний баяр наадамгүйгээр Монгол улсыг төсөөлхийн аргагүй билээ. Сэтгэл татан Монгол орноо та бүхэнд товчхон танилцуулсандаа баяртай байна. Бүх хариун хүслийг тань биелүүлэх болтугай хэмээн бид иваажин залбирая. Гаруй жилийн турш төгсгөгээрсэн их охин Чing Hai ариун сургаалуудаараа даян дэлхийг гэрэлтүүлж байна. Төгсгөгээрсэн их охин тэрээр дотоодын бурхан чанараа нэн даруйж мэдхийг хүсэж нэгэн насандаа өхөд төрхийн хүрднээс мөнхөд чөлөөдөгдөхийг эрмэлзэгч хэн бүхэнд ариавалын бэлтгэн аргыг уламжилдаг билээ. Будда, Иесус Христ, Зөнч Мухаммед тэрээр амгалан байг Гүрүү Нанак гэх мэт бүхий л гэгээрсэн их магш нар арай олон аргаар бяцлан дадуулж ирсэн байдаг. Тэрбээр хэрэг бид үргэлж Бурхныг санаж, бусдын төлөө өөрийгөө умартан үйлчилж, орчлон ертөнцийн хуулийг дагаж явах хаваас хүний хүрч болох хамгийн дээд түвшинд хүрч энэ дэлхий дээрх зорилгоо үнэхээр ухаарах болно хэмээн хэлсэн байдаг. Их багч Чанхай бол хайр энергийн хосгүй амьд үлгэр дуурайлал юм. Тэрээр дөрвөсөд, байгалийн гамшигт өртөгсөд, орон гэргүй болон тусламж хэрэгтэй хэн бүхэнд материаллык болон санхүүгийн тусалцааг хайрынхаа хамт ямагт илгээж байдаг билээ. (2006 онд тэрээр дорн дахинд Нобелийн энх тайвны шагналд тооцогддог гүйсийн энх тайвны шагналыг хүртсэн бөгөөд хүмүүнлэгийн болон бусдын сайн сайхны төлөөх гайхамшигтай ажил үйлсээрээ өнгөрсөн он жилүүдэд бусад олон шагнал өргөмжлүүдийг хүртэж байсан юм. Үзэсгэлэн данд амьтдын маань жинхэнэ дуу хоолой тэрээр хүн төрлөختөн бүхий л амьд оршинлын ариун гэгээн чанарыг ухаан сэрснээр их дэлхийн маань хүн болоод амьтад аз жаргалтай, эв зохиролтой, аж төрөх, амар тайван, сүр жавхлантай, бүрэн веган дэлхий болно гэсэн итгэл найдвараар амар амгалан энэрэнгүй урамлан хоолыг түгээн дэлгэрүүлж байдаг. Веган чиг хандлагыг дэлгэрүүлэх түүний санаачдаг олон төрөл байдгаас дурдвал өөрөөр амьдрахуй тараах буудас, хайрын өргөө олон улсын сүлжээ веган ресторан, Супремастер телевиз төдийгүй бидний мэдсэн эсгээс үл хамааран тэрээр уур амьсгалын өөрчлөлтийн талаарх телевизийн конференцуудад оролцож нөлөө бүхий засгийн газрын болон хэвлэл мэдээллийн байгууллагуудын удирдлагуудтай ойр ойрхон ярилцдаг. Түүний энэ бүх хүчин чармайлт нь амьтан дээлтэй амьдралын хэв маягийг төдийгүй энэхүү энэрэнгүй зам мөрөн гариг дэлхийг цаг уурын өөрчлөлтөөс авраа зогсохгүй улс үндэстнүүдийн дунд тогтвортой энх тайвныг хэрхэн авчирч чадахыг олон нийтэд ойлгуулахад асар их нөлөө үзүүлсэн байдаг. Төгсгөгээрсэн их Чанхай олон жилийн турш дэлхийд даяар Америкаас Африк хүртэл Европоос Номхон далай хүртэл аялахдаа олон нийтэд болон шавь нартаа төрөл бүрийн сүнслэг сэдвүүдээр олон зуун лекц уншиж ярилцлага өгсөн байдаг. Өнөөдөр бид тэдгээр ухаарлал хайрлсан лекцүүдийн нэг болох англи хэл дээр айлцсан гариг дэлхийгээ тогтвортой болгох цорын ганц арга бол веган байх. Төгсгөгээрсэн их Чанхайн лекцүүдийн эмхэтгэл нэгдүгээр хэсгийг багш ивэн сэтгэлээр толилуулах хувь тохиолоо.
Imagine if every neighborhood in the United States had an organic veggie garden for sharing fresh, healthy vegetables with everyone. There are reports about organic vegetable farming that it is quite profitable. And the demand for organic vegan foods now is growing faster and faster around the world. So one thing we can do is encourage more organic vegan farmers market. Farmers markets are more and more popular in the United States now because it's fresh, it's quality, and it's local. So there is less transportation pollution. But interestingly, studies shows that eating locally is not as good as eating vegan. For example, scientists at Carnegie Mellon University calculated that a vegan diet reduces over 7 times the emissions compared to a 100% local meat diet. So, see, eat vegan is better than eat local even, local meat. In Spanish, loco means crazy. We don't eat local meat. Now, in another study, Foodwatch in Germany found that switching from a meat diet to an organic meat diet saved only 8% of emissions. But switching to a organic vegan diet, even non-organic vegan diet, reduce 86% of emissions. So we save the planet by being vegan, even non-organic. So actually, organic is good. Local is wonderful. But the first step is at least being vegan, organic or not. Organic, of course, is the best. Because when we plant all the tillable acres on our planet organically, then the CO2, the carbon dioxide, which exists already in our atmosphere, will be absorbed 40%. And the other 60% we take care by being vegan. Then we're happy. Our planet definitely survive. Now, the vegan lifestyle is the greenest lifestyle. Right or not? Thank you. Thank you. Good children of God. Because even organic meat is actually not eco-friendly at all. It requires even more land and more energy than the non-organic meat farming. Can you believe that? So it doesn't even help to try to raise animals organically. The so-called sustainable free-range organic poultry, for example, need 20% more energy and have a 20% higher, bigger impact on global warming than non-organic poultry farm. Think about that. So we've been misled all the time. This is terrible things about this negative power in this world. It makes us believe things that is not good for us at all. From now on, we have to try to do research and believe only what's good for us. And we have to research until we really find that this news, this information is truly reliable and believable. By example, by proof. Otherwise, just don't listen to anything anybody else say if they don't prove it. Similarly, organic eggs were found to have 14% higher carbon footprint than non-organic eggs. So there we are. And even though you don't use fertilizers, the benefit could be canceled out because of the increased land use. Therefore, only the vegan lifestyle is truly sustainable. Now, once we become vegan and urge others to join through grassroots seminars, flyers distribution, letters, email, whatever, we could practice sustainability in other ways. As I have suggested before, we could plant organic vegetables and trees. Better still are those fruit trees and nut trees and those vegetables or legumes like beans and stuff that need little water. That we can do research to know which one needs less water, because right now we're short of water as well. We're short of everything right now. So we should be frugal, not to waste precious energy and water. Use our own shopping bags even. We encourage sustainable energy development, and we can write or talk to the government and the media and the farmers even, because we really do need all the help from the government, from the media to accelerate the trend. Another good way to quicken our movement to a sustainable planet is to generate more positive energy. Do good deeds and be loving and kind. Expand our loving quality. This is what will create a shield, invincible, to protect us and the planet. Finally, we can pray that divine power manifests on earth to awaken leaders, the media, the influential people, and all the world citizens to take the right steps to preserve our planet, and fast before it's too late. Because at this point, we do need heaven's intervention to save our planet. Not to pray to them to protect us, just to pray so that they awaken everybody to the solution of vegan diet, because that is the solution that will save our planet. If we can do these things, starting with being veg, we would realize not just a sustainable planet, but a real paradise of peace in our lifetime. First of all, and the most important thing, we have to stop global warming by choosing a sustainable diet that is vegetarian or vegan. This will almost immediately stabilize the planet, the weather, and then we can think about adapting to the changes. I hope we don't have to adapt, but otherwise it might be too late. If we don't take care of the problem at the root right now, we will have no planet to even adapt to. As you all know, based on the scientific research, we are already aware of the main cause of global warming. Even the Mongolian Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Pusama Batima, from the UN International Panel of Climate Change, has spoken on Supreme Master Television about the danger from the degradation of the ecosystems. See, the Gobi Desert, which covers the Mongolian landscape. It is a fragile ecosystem that is easily destroyed by overgrazing. This results in the desert land turning into stony wasteland where not even camels can survive. It's a very sad affair and very urgent. So in order to neutralize the effects of global warming, such as these land changes resulting from the ever more severe climate, we must stop the raising of livestock to kill for food. We must live a vegan, animal-free, cruelty-free lifestyle according to Buddhist teaching and according to scientific evidence that this is the best way for us to stop the global warming and the fastest and the most efficient and the most long-lasting. We have solution. Everybody knows the solution. They're doing some, but it's not just doing. The government have to really broadcast about it, on the internet, their internet. They have a lot of money. They can do everything. They're powerful. But I do my best. The flyers, seminars and everything, just for that, just to save the planet. And it's too slow, It's too slow. Just like a little bit here and there. And the government has to say something, just like, okay, they ban the smoking, you see? So is it banned? Is it done? The government could do it, It's easy. Look, they ban cigarette and it's banned. See that? And they ban drug, no? And it's banned, no? It's not legal. Yeah. And the cigarette addiction now reduce a lot of illness everywhere in the world. People know that. The same with the climate change policy. If they just do what they know is good, then it's very quick. In no time, we will recover. Or we stop the effect, Because if we don't raise any more cattle or animals, then the earth will be more sustainable. No more greenhouse gas or methane gas from the animals. No more multiplying all the time. Whatever we have already, we keep it, And no more, raising for profit and meat. Then the earth will recover, After a while, all the cows will be gone the natural way, and then all the land will be planted with trees, vegetable again, Because if you raise cattle 50 years later, you still cannot truly cultivate on that land. It's been stamped, and hard and deprived of sustainable quality. They just have to stop meat eating because it's bad karma also. It's not just about the methane gas. And every day we air all kind of warning sign and warning evidence. My God, what are they talking about all day except this? This is the only important thing right now, right? First you have to survive and then you can do anything else you want. But if you don't survive, you don't have the planet. What's the use? As I have mentioned before, we have to tackle the root of the problem. The root of the problem is the cause of global warming. And that root is our unkindness to our co-inhabitants. Every action provokes a reaction, and this is very scientific. You see, if we sow an apple seed, we will get an apple tree. And from that apple tree, after a while, it will bear apple fruit for us. This is a circle of life. If we kill, we cannot expect life from it. Every action bears the same fruit afterward. It's not religious speaking. It is scientific. So now the root of our problem is that we have been unkind to our co-inhabitants, the living, feeling, walking, acting, loving beings like animals of all sizes and shapes. And we have also been unkind to our environment. So we have been massacring our co-inhabitants, animals, and we have been destroying our environment, like deforesting and destroying the water and destroying the air. From all this, we cannot expect a better outcome. So in order to solve the problem that we are facing right now, we have to reverse our actions. We have to be kind to our co-inhabitants. Instead of killing them, massacring them, sacrificing them, we have to take care of them, to be kind to them, look after them. And instead of deforestation, we have to plant trees again. Take care of whatever environments that we have. And instead of polluting the planet, the air, we have to turn to, friendly energy and sustainable energy. Just reverse our actions. I think we have to come together as a people to let the government know what we want. Write to the government, all of you, all of the people. The people have to understand that the government also have their own problem. Yes, there's no problem greater than saving our lives and the lives of the next generation. If everyone realized this, then we would drop everything else. Everything that is not useful to us, everything that is not kind and conducive to our living here and our next generation's life, we have to change. We have to drop it. Drop it like a hot cake, like a hot potatoes, because it burns you. No matter what everyone else say, no matter how much you lose, you have to drop the hot plate because it hurts you. Global warming is like a hot plate, iron hot burning plate. We must take care. If the government do not take care, the people just take care. Just become vegetarian, refuse all the animals' products. Then nobody will raise animals anymore. Nobody will kill them anymore. Then we stop the physical harmful effect of animal stock raising, which is number one cause for our climate change. And that's the only one that we as individuals can immediately contribute. We can change it. No need to wait for the government. We do it. The people have to take actions, and then perhaps the government will come along with it. If the government doesn't lead you, you lead the government. There's no need to sit there blaming each other. But you see, it's up to everyone to choose what they want. As I have told many times, God gives us free will. I respect that also. So I can only inform, I can only give my opinion, but the people had to do it. Because the people have God inside them. They have wisdom. They have understanding. It's just, they have to choose to use it. Now, we have to do more than that. It's not fast enough right now. It is urgent. You see, the killing of animals will be the killing of ourselves and our next generation. That is the fact. Like attract like. What we sow, so shall we reap. There's no need to even talk about religious scriptures. It's just a fact like that. Thank you. Your question is very intelligent. I hope you spread the constructive news to your fellow students and more people. We need you.
With the emergence of the Asian economic powers, including China and India, and their increasing energy demands, what goals would you like to see such nations set in this regard?
I would imagine, of course, a heaven on earth. And to achieve this, it would be best for these energy-spending countries to develop in a wise and sustainable way. They all know that already. The question is to put it into practice, the knowledge that we have already accumulated. They should set goals to use sustainable energy and minimize their greenhouse gas emissions in their industries, because every effort is worth the benefit to their citizens' health, environment, and even the economy. This is the true meaning of prosperity. Unfortunately, as countries develop, their demand for meat also increases as they can more easily afford it. However, this is extremely counterproductive because demand for meat pushes up energy demands enormously. While worsening global warming, raising animals is responsible for 80% of all greenhouse gas emissions from the agriculture sector. Here are 3 reasons why these developing countries should also set no meat and instead propagate vegan lifestyle as their number 1 goal. First is to save energy for better purposes. Meat production is energy intensive and grossly energy inefficient. To produce 1 kilogram of beef consumes 169 megajoules of energy, or enough energy to drive an average European car for 250 kilometers. 1 6-ounce beefsteak costs 16 times as much fossil fuel energy as 1 vegan meal, containing 3 kinds of vegetables and rice. The UN IPCC's chair, Dr. Rajendra Pachauri, further points out that meat requires constant refrigerated transportation and storage, the growing and transportation of the animal's food, a lot of packaging, a lot of cooking at high temperatures for long periods, and a whole lot of animal waste products that also need to be processed and disposed of. Meat production is so costly and inefficient, so unsustainable, that it is bad business to produce meat. Second, besides energy, precious land, food, and water resources already scarce in these very countries are also wasted or degraded to unacceptable degrees. One study in India found that to produce 1 kilogram of beef requires 7 kilograms of grain for feed instead of direct human consumption, while yielding less than 1/3 the amount of protein. The poor are bound to suffer from hunger. And overall, increased meat consumption has always been correlated with jumps in chronic diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, whereas before that, these ills were virtually unknown. Finally, one reason why developing countries should say no to meat production and consumption is that by turning to the plant-based diet, they will gain invisible benefits as well. In India and China, it is already taught in their traditions, in the law of ahimsa, meaning non-violence, and the law of karma, which says, as you sow, so shall you reap. Meaning, by turning to the virtuous, compassionate diet of vegan alone, they would generate such a positive, constructive energy. This new loving power could even stop the effects of climate change in their vulnerable lands and open up people's innovative thoughts to solve all manner of economical, social, and technological problems. And every country, whether developed or developing, will flourish in ways beyond our imagination. I promise, it is true.
All information concerning the scientific evidence of climate change and its solution is in Supreme Master Ching Hai's book, From Crisis to Peace, free to download at crisistopeace.org.
Хөгжилтэй үзэгчдээ өнөөдрийн гариг дэлхийгээ тогтвортой болгох цорын ганц арга бол веган байх. Төгс гэгэрсний хөгжинхын лекцүүдийн эмхтгэл 1-р хэсгийг багш Шавийн шүтсээр хүлээн авч үзсэнд баярлалаа. Supreme Master телевизтэй хамт байж эрэг хөтөлбөрүүдэд үргэлжлүүлэн үзээрэй. Бэлэг ухаан хайр амьдралд нь үрд байх болтугай. May wisdom and love be ever constant in your life. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/BMD.